Peace and love. Welcome. I felt like I needed to start doing these little mini sessions where we can go through some analysis of what's going on in our skies. It's very interesting. And before I start the video, I want to thank everyone for helping with my healing the last few weeks. I feel a little bit better to come on here and share this video with you guys. Um, a lot of stuff happening in our skies, and I want people to really kind of like know that the dimensions have been merging a lot quicker and a lot sooner than what's been told out in the media and all the channels. And we're gonna kind of go through some things to kind of look for. Okay, so as you know, I'm Dad Brad, and I like to take a lot of cloud pictures. But they're not really clouds here. We're looking at multidimensional beings masked to us as clouds, but to them, this is what they are. And You can kind of see them in different contexts. I mean, here to a normie, this just look like a bunch of clouds here, but you can kind of see them in here already with these colors. The first thing I look for to try to see them are facial features, different contrasts of colors, like the grays here. If I see any facial features or any faces in here, really find one where okay, this is a crazy one here too. Um, let's find one where it has an eyeball here where we can actually look at. Oh, here's a video. So here's a video of yes, this video allowed me kind of see they're all around here, and it just looks like normal clouds. But what really I try to look for are features like let's see, like eyeballs here. Like here's a perfect one. Let's go back here. This is a perfect one. You can see the whole structure up here. Now, right here, smack dab in the middle, looks just like an eyeball. Here's the iris, and here's the white on the eyes here. Um, so this is a perfect picture to start if you want the mirror to see more. And then as you do that, it's like an activation, because there's more in here that's that's kind of tricking the brain here for you to see until you mirror it. So once you mirror it, it gives you like a better, I guess, in indicator that what you're seeing here. So this is a perfect example of just how they're in everyday life and they're just all around. Um, I haven't mirrored this one yet, but you can kind of already see here's the eyeball, here's the mouth right here, and there's a lot going on here. There's also another thing up here going on here and right here as well. And right here is another eyeball right here on the left side of the screen. We were going down the highway in this shot here. So, um, a lot of times when you take these pictures, you might not see it right away because these things are so massive. I mean, you're looking at things the size of football fields or bigger, size of skyscrapers in the sky. Okay, so when you're looking for them, sometimes you might have to pan out and use a um, wide angle lens or fisheye lens to see them. And in this case, I think this is what this shot was for the wide angle, and you can see how massive they are here. So, um, okay, so here's a nighttime shot with the moonlight, and of course with the nighttime shots, when you have a night vision camera or one of those night shot cameras, it definitely turns the clouds these color. You can kind of see them in here already with all these wavy lines of the clouds, but you can kind of see an eyeball right here, face right here, mouth right here. What I believe this is multiple multidimensional beings kind of overlaid on top of each other. So since they're only showing half of their self, it's a little difficult to try to see them, and that's partially why we mirrored. It's because some of the beings that come in, you can't see them clearly. You can only see them in our perspective, which is in the 2D, 3D perspective. We can't really see 4D, 5D multidimensionally from all angles. But mirroring does help allow us to have access to that. So here's another shot here, mirrored. Now you can clearly see there's something here, and you can see the face here, the eyes. Look at this little, it's got little eyes there. And I moved it in a little more. So now it's clearly making a face. And this whole cloud setup right here is an actual being. But then there's also multiple little beings here making up the greater being, which kind of serves the purpose that they're all one. Open it up again here. This is a closed setup. Again, they're all in here. Now this one's wild. Now I haven't flipped this one yet. This is the unique part about this is also the fact that when you do the mirroring, you're going to have a lot of instances where you can flip them upside down and they'll have these same dimensions, different beings, which is incredible. So this tells me this is not human. It's not human at all. There's no way we can get this precise and accurate with this many faces and characters. I mean, we could draw this, but I mean, to put this in the scale in the sky instantaneously, I mean, I don't see a technology that's out there that can do that. Now, people have said, oh, blue beam and so forth, but you know, for us to get this image like this right now, we'd have to actually put some effort into seeing them, and that's part of what I think this is if you want to see them, they'll allow you to see them, but you got to put some work in. Now, some of us can actually see them without the mirroring, but we're only seeing like a small percentage of what's actually there. You might be seeing faces, you might be seeing beings, but you're not seeing it in totality as you would if you would mirror it, because the mirroring allows us to see in other dimensions, and it goes a lot deeper than just that. So just keep that in mind when you're actually sky watching here. Man, this guy looks like he has a helmet on. Wow. Look at the faces on here. So this was during the full moon. And let me over here real quick. This is during the full moon here. And man, this is just wild, man. Just wild. Okay, here's another one. I'm just trying to see if I can see any other beings in here before we get to the next set. All right, let's get to another set here. Make this bigger. Can we make this bigger? Okay, okay. Okay. So let's see here. Just some interesting analysts. This one was wild coming out of the moon. Now you can kind of see this is a perfect example of a great shot here. You can see the eyeball right here. You can see the structure of the face. There's actually multiple beings floating in here, but like right now, without the mirroring, you can tell this is something. This is very quick. They move very quickly sometimes. Sometimes they float right there, and they'll allow you to take a picture before it changes. But yeah, this is one of those pictures where this is a great shot. This is also close up. You can kind of see there's a lot going on in here too. So when you do mirror this, there is a face here, right here with the eyes, the head, and then there's another being right here that's going to make up something else. Here's his eye and his face. So imagine like different beings overlaid on top of each other, going different directions, like a jigsaw puzzle. That's kind of what this is like. This one, look at this moon here, man. I think the moon is definitely something of note, because look at it looks like a mini sun at nighttime. It's just amazing. Here again, you can see the eyes here forming. There's different beings coming in here. This was during the full moon about 2 nights ago, so this is a very interesting setup. Now this is wild. Again, the moon looking like a portal right here. And I this thing looks like it's coming out of the moon here, but it's actually, I don't know, man. It's just this is a great shot again with multiple beings in here. If I were to mirror this, this will definitely um come up with some results and some good stuff. You can pretty much take a picture of everything in our reality, and there will be some consciousness overlaid onto it at this point. Now, oh, I did mirror this one. Okay. So remember this one I told you guys with the eyeball? This is a good one. I was going down the highway with my friend Madeline. Shout out to you, Madeline, and we were in a convertible, and that was the most amazing experience. If you have a convertible or a way to just sit back and look at the sky while you're moving, you can really see some stuff here. And I was able to capture this one. This is the one with the big eyeball here. And let's go into the mirrored shots just so I can show y'all what this is. Look at this. Look at this thing. This thing is wild. Just very wild, man. Now if I were to flip this, I think I flipped this upside down, but you can kind of clearly see the faces in here. Right here. Have a little mouse issues here. Okay, so yeah, this is wild. Look at the face right here. Can I zoom in on him? Like right there. You see the eyes, the mouth. There's another being right here. There's another being right here. Then there's this one right here. Then there's this guy here. And then there's a big cat. Can y'all see the big cat here? Let me see if I can I draw a note on this? Okay, so look at the cat here. Look at this cat. Big cat. Eyes are right here. Here's his nose. It's the big cat right here. With another being right here, like there. Just wild, man. Just wild. So yeah, I mean you can literally this is you guys are catching this first footage, my first reaction of looking at this after I mirror, because when you actually go to mirror these things, you're gonna realize um that you're gonna miss a lot of stuff from the action. So so going back and looking at it, and sometimes if you go back and look at your old pictures from when you took months ago or even years ago, you're gonna discover something new in here now because I feel like we're raising our frequency to a higher state of being, and because of that, we're gonna have access to things and colors and shapes that we haven't seen before. So this again is just amazing shot, and it looks kind of looks like a cat with one of those bull rings. And then what makes it is interesting is every part of this cloud being or this being here is another being. So you have one here in the middle. You have this little guy here, just cool looking. Here it is. There's a good shot for you. You know, I'm gonna have to save this one. This is a good shot. I don't think I shared this out on my Telegram channel, but this one is this one's awesome. There you go. Here's the shot I was looking for. Now, this kind of verifies this shot, where you have this being here, but when you close it up, now the lion turns into another face here. So as you see, as you mirror it, it becomes other beings. So this is kind of verifying that there are in every square inch of our reality, there's something there. And as you mirror it, you'll start to see there's something there going across your picture. So this is awesome. Very awesome. Okay, so this is it upside down. Sometimes you have to turn this upside down here because you'll see a whole set of different beings. Look at this guy. So this is you can see the eyeballs here. Looks like he's got a like a Fu Manchu, and then there's another being under him with eyeballs. So it's kind of like this stacked up like a totem pole. It makes me wonder about the totem poles actually. Like, did the Native Americans really start seeing them, and that's what they created the totem poles? Because it's very similar to how they come in. They're kind of stacked on top of each other like a totem pole. Just very wild. Wow, look at this one. So as we close it up, now it looks more like an ant with his antennae coming out, and more so like something here. Wow. Now this one's that no, there's no denying this one. Oh my gosh. There's no denying. The faces are just amazing, man. Just amazing. This is amazing too. I just can't wait till people start seeing these things um regularly. Like everybody starts. It's gonna change everything. Everything that we know. The whole reality is gonna shift when people start coming in and realizing that this is what's going on around us and this is why things look so weird. I mean, you can't deny this is what's around right now. Now, even from the side, mirroring it from the side here, some of them are laid on the side here. So we're going down the highway. This is how they're facing. Some of them on the sides. You can see one of them's upside down here on the side. That's his eyes here. And then there's another one here. It looks kind of like a bird. He's got his eyes are like really close to his like in the middle of his head. Um, so very, very interesting. Here's a shot by one of my friends here in Shelly in Indianapolis. You can see this is layered right here, man. Look at all this. This is a wide angle shot. It looks to the average eye, this looks like a big thunderstorm's about to come in, but this is like a massive consciousness ship here of beings just everywhere, every direction. I think if you mirrored this photo, you're gonna have like 100 photos of different beings in here. This is a lot of different beings sitting here, sitting in this thing. So, and look how massive it is. This is a building right here on the right side, and look how massive this cloud is. So this is a consciousness ship, and that's what I think some of these motherships are consciousness ships here. Um, it's just massive. Yeah, here is it again. Massive. And then here's an example of how massive these beings are, okay? So you see this face here. Do you see a face in here, first of all? That's the thing you have to train your brain to kind of realize that they're in everything. And a lot of the times they're right in front of you. And and when you go to mirror this, you're gonna see there he is. So you went from we mirrored it to the middle here. Here and see his this is the hard part. I always think that like I have a hard time because I had to realize was that these beings have different facial features and structures. So a lot of them don't look human. So we have to take it out into perspective that they look like us because a lot of them don't. So some of them have eyes that look like cotton balls. Some of them have eyes that look like slits. Some of them have eyes that look like lizards. So you have to keep your mind open for that when you're looking. For example, this guy here doesn't even have human eyes. He has little round cotton ball eyes here. Um, and then there's another being inside of him. Do you see that here? and he's got his eyebrows right here. Here's his eyes, and he's smiling, and it looks like he's wearing like a like one of those Count Dracula capes that's around his head. What is going on? This is cool. This is wild. Now I didn't even notice this. Now I'm looking at this part, but see, this is another thing you have to realize too. Look at everything in grand scale because this is how I realized is as humans we like to focus on one part and we don't look at the whole picture. And the picture itself, all right, so there's a big face here, but look, this is an eyeball here and an eyeball here. There's a huge being here. So what I believe is that and this is what I feel in my spirit is that the bigger being that we're seeing that's coming through is the being that's coming in higher dimensions, and he needs the assistance of these smaller beings here to help him come through. If he didn't have that assistance of this little guy here, this guy in here, this guy here, this guy up here, this bigger being wouldn't come through. Okay, so he needs that assistance. He needs it. This is wild. Mm. Now he looks like a bird. So he went from having this here. Now you can see how this being here is sitting here like this, um, with multiple beings sitting here like this. It just blows my mind, man. Here's another one. Same picture, just mirrored to the right a little bit. Now you see how layered this is? This is so layered. Like they're sitting in front of us and there's literally like hundreds of them. And it's just so exciting because like we've never seen this before. This is something like we've never experienced. And now you're seeing these huge beings. Like look how big he is. He's bigger than this house right here. Like at least four of these houses across. Um, he's that massive. Now this is a storm that came in, but I don't think this is a storm. The storms are, I think, are conscious structures or ships that can project their faces on there, and some of them are the ship. That's how advanced this is. So we're looking for like little flying saucers, and meanwhile they've been watching us the whole time as a cloud. So this is the wild how mind blowing the technology is, how advanced this is. Um, what we deem as natural is how they observe us. So that's like mind blowing. This one looks just like kind of an alien here. He's got the big eyes here. He kind of looks like I would think he would look like an Arcturian actually. And then you have another being in the middle here, and I'm trying to see if there's any other thing going on, but I just see that right now. Oh wow, here this is space here. So like I said, this is a layered shot. And yeah, here's again that Arcturian looking being. And I say that because look at the geometric structures that encompass this space with um just wild. It blows my mind seeing this, and I get shocked every time, and I'm the one who mirrored this one, man. Because when you mirror it, sometimes you don't see all the. I'm mirroring usually a lot of pictures a day, so I don't get a chance to go back and reflect on it. So that's partially why I did this show, so you can actually get my instant reaction on some of these photos. We can actually take a look back and revisit some. So very interesting. Yeah, this is wild. This one looks just like the being off of ET. Do you see him? His eyes right here. His head is kind of shaped like a football. Here's his mouth, but his mouth is another being. Wow, these are some good shots. Now this is a crazy shot here of them coming in on the side. The sun was about to set. You see how low these clouds are. You see all the other different type of clouds that's around. You got these puffy white ones. You got these ones with the streaks with the lines coming off, looking like chemtrails. And then you have this right here, this mass. Here, here's a good shot of it. Just amazing. Now, when you look at this definitely looks like, well, first of all, it doesn't look like something normal. I mean, you have the clouds streaking out. There's eyeballs in it. Notice how there's gray and then there's parts of it where it's white, where the light comes in. It definitely gives the vibe that okay, this is something. Now, to a person that's not aware of these beings, or these angels or whatever, they will not deny this. This will just be a weird looking cloud. But when you mirror it, here you go. Look at this thing. Just wild. Wild. Yeah, I think this is really wild, man. Very wild. Now this one, okay, you can kind of see his eyes here. I mirrored it inwards a little bit, and just the faces, man. This is just incredible. When I took this picture, I felt that they were there. Like I always feel them first, and then I look for them. And oh my gosh, they're. I wish I could show you guys right now what's going on outside, but they're actually outside my window right now doing some stuff. Okay, so but I always feel them first, and then it's usually like a calling to come outside and take a picture. And actually, I was outside around this time already, and there was a lot of activity this day. So um, yeah, here's another one. Notice the little guys here make up all the features of different beings. It looks like he's wearing a helmet here. Just amazing. Just amazing. So yeah, we have a lot of beings in our reality. I'm gonna ask you guys if you guys enjoy this content, please like, share, subscribe. Um, if you have cloud pictures and you want them to be featured on my analysis show, please send them on over. I have a Telegram channel. I'll link that in my bio. I also will link my email address if you want to email them to me in my bio. Um, so that way you can send them over, and I will feature your pictures and mirror them on the show. So we'll do live mirroring on the show. Maybe even do live mirroring next. That actually would be really fun. So you'll really get my instant reaction, and yeah, this will be pretty cool. I plan on doing this pretty often, so this is like my first inaugural episode. Uh, don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's going to be cool. I think this is going to be really cool. So we'll check back later and do another one. I'm Dad Brad. Thank you for checking out the video. It's just a little test run to see, but man, this is so much beautiful stuff happening in our skies right now. So it's to stay in high vibrations, grow ground yourself, stay at peace. Your guides will be here for you and waiting for you. And until then, we will do this again shortly. So thank you guys. Peace and love.